6 Best Spots for Home Security Cameras. Hello everyone. You are on the Digital Fresh channel. The top 6 strategic locations for installing your home security camera. In today's world, protecting your home goes beyond locks and alarms. Security cameras have become essential tools for safeguarding your property, monitoring daily activity, and gaining peace of mind. After extensive testing and real-world use of numerous camera models, ranging from fixed shelf units to solar-powered outdoor systems, I've identified the most effective spots to install surveillance devices. The right placement doesn't just improve visibility, it enhances functionality, supports advanced features like motion alerts and facial recognition, and maximizes deterrence. While modern cameras come packed with smart technology, such as AI-powered search, package detection, and real-time alerts, their performance heavily depends on where they are positioned. A poorly placed camera may miss critical details or create blind spots that intruders can exploit. This guide will walk you through the 6 best areas to install your security system, both inside and outside your home, along with practical tips to ensure optimal performance. Let's begin by exploring the most impactful outdoor zones, followed by key indoor locations, and conclude with important considerations for setup and privacy. 1. Front entrance, the primary access point. Contrary to popular belief, many break-ins don't happen through hidden side doors. According to data from the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors, over 1/3 of burglars gain entry through the main front door. This area is also a hotspot for package theft, where delivery personnel leave parcels unattended, making them easy targets for porch pirates. Placing a camera at your front entrance allows you to monitor all comings and goings. Whether it's family members arriving after school, service technicians performing maintenance, or guests visiting for dinner, a well-placed device keeps a detailed record of activity. It also gives you the ability to interact remotely via two-way audio, letting you speak with visitors even when you're not home. Expert suggestion: video doorbells are particularly effective here. Designed specifically for entryways, they combine doorbell functionality with high-resolution video and motion sensing. Mount them approximately 4 feet above ground level. This height ensures a clear view of faces while aligning with standard doorbell placement. Some models come with adjustable mounting brackets or wedges that help angle the lens outward, especially useful in narrow porches. If you're using a standalone outdoor camera in addition to a video doorbell, aim it slightly toward the sidewalk or driveway to capture approaching individuals before they reach the door. 2. Back and side doors, hidden entryways. Although less visible, rear and side entrances are often more vulnerable than the front. These doors are typically farther from street view, giving intruders a sense of privacy and reduced risk of being seen. Statistics from the National Association of Certified Home Inspectors indicate that nearly 1/4 of unauthorized entries occur through the back door. Even if these doors are used infrequently, they should not be overlooked. A basement entrance, utility door, or patio access point might seem insignificant, but to a burglar, they represent an opportunity, especially if they appear unlocked, poorly lit, or shielded by landscaping. Installing a camera at each secondary exit ensures full coverage. This is especially important if your household uses a back door more often than the front. For example, when children come home from school or when deliveries are made to a backyard gate. Choose weather-resistant models with night vision and motion trigger recording. Position them so they cover the entire doorway and surrounding area, including any nearby windows or ladders that could be used to climb into upper floors. 3. Garage and driveway, protecting valuables and access routes. Garages are among the most targeted areas in a home. They often contain valuable items such as power tools, bicycles, sports gear, and vehicles. More importantly, they serve as a potential entry point into the main house, especially if connected internally. A camera focused on your garage and driveway acts as both a deterrent and a monitoring tool. It records who accesses your property, whether it's a family member retrieving a bike or a stranger attempting to tamper with your vehicle. If your garage is detached, the camera provides remote visibility, helping you confirm whether the door was closed or if someone entered without permission. For attached garages, this setup adds an extra layer of protection by monitoring how people move between the garage and living spaces. Additionally, if your driveway ends with a locked gate, placing a camera there helps detect suspicious attempts to enter your property. Look for models with wide-angle lenses, at least 130 degrees, and strong infrared night vision. Consider floodlight-integrated cameras, which combine bright illumination with motion detection, ideal for startling intruders and improving nighttime footage quality. 4. Yard and outdoor spaces. Monitoring open areas. Your yard may seem like a low-risk zone, but it plays a crucial role in overall home security. Unmonitored outdoor areas can allow intruders to scout your property, test locks, or find weak spots without being noticed. At the same time, these spaces are often used by children, pets, and gardeners, making surveillance useful for non-security purposes too. Cameras covering wide open spaces should have broad viewing angles to capture movement across lawns, patios, sheds, and fences. Aim for a field of view exceeding 130 degrees to minimize blind spots. If your yard has multiple access points, such as a side gate, garden entrance, or shed door, ensure the camera can clearly see each one. Trees and shrubs can obstruct views over time, so avoid placing cameras directly behind foliage. Instead, mount them on walls, posts, or eaves where they have an unobstructed line of sight. Also, consider sun exposure. Pointing a camera directly into sunlight can cause glare and washed-out images, especially during sunrise and sunset. Motion zones and person detection features are especially helpful in outdoor settings. They reduce false alerts caused by swaying branches or passing animals while ensuring you're notified when a human enters the area. 5. Interior common rooms. Keeping tabs indoors. While outdoor surveillance focuses on preventing break-ins, indoor cameras help monitor everyday household activity. Placing devices in frequently used areas like the living room, kitchen, or playroom allows you to check on children, observe pet behavior, or verify that service workers are performing their duties responsibly. These rooms often have large windows on the ground floor, which are common targets for break-ins. A camera positioned to face such windows can alert you if someone tries to force entry. It also helps document internal activity, providing valuable context in case of incidents like accidents, disputes, or misplaced items. When installing indoor units, prioritize corners of the room for maximum coverage. Corner mounting typically offers the widest possible perspective, allowing the camera to see multiple entry points and key furniture areas. If wall mounting isn't feasible, placing the device on a shelf or entertainment center offers flexibility and ease of adjustment. Avoid pointing cameras directly at windows, as infrared lighting used at night can reflect off glass and distort the image. Similarly, steer clear of bright light sources like lamps or ceiling fixtures, which can create overexposure and make facial details hard to distinguish. 6. Hallways and stairwells. Capturing movement through the house. Even with cameras in main rooms, intruders might enter through less obvious routes, such as a basement window or bathroom vent, and move through the house unseen. That's why placing a device in central passageways like hallways or staircases is highly effective. These areas act as natural funnels for movement. Anyone entering or exiting private rooms must pass through them, increasing the likelihood of being recorded. A hallway camera can capture footage of an intruder even if they bypass monitored rooms, and it can also help track the movements of family members or caregivers. For multi-level homes, a camera at the top or bottom of the stairs provides continuous monitoring between floors. This is particularly useful in households with elderly individuals or young children, allowing caregivers to remotely check on safety without constant physical presence. Choose compact, discrete models for indoor hallways. Since aesthetics matter in living spaces, look for sleek designs that blend into the decor. Ensure the camera has night vision capabilities and connects reliably to your Wi-Fi network for uninterrupted streaming. Why not to install a security camera? Despite the benefits of surveillance, certain areas should remain camera-free due to legal and ethical concerns. Respecting privacy, both your own and others, is crucial. Avoid pointing cameras at neighbors' property. While it's acceptable for your outdoor footage to include parts of adjacent yards, such as a corner of a driveway or sidewalk, intentionally aiming a device at a neighbor's bedroom window or private patio crosses ethical and sometimes legal boundaries. Laws vary by region, but in many places, recording individuals without consent in private settings can lead to liability. Never place cameras in bedrooms or bathrooms. These are spaces where people expect complete privacy, even if intended for safety, such as monitoring a child or elderly relative. Doing so risks violating trust and may contravene local privacy regulations. In cases where supervision is necessary, consider alternatives like audio-only baby monitors, wearable alert systems, or door sensors that detect entry without recording video. Using third-party monitoring services increases risk, especially if cameras are placed in sensitive areas. Hackers could potentially access live feeds, exposing intimate moments. Always secure your network with strong passwords, enable two-factor authentication, and keep firmware updated to protect against vulnerabilities. Outdoor installation tips for maximum effectiveness. Proper placement determines how well your outdoor cameras perform. Follow these guidelines to get the most out of your investment. Mount at the right height. Position cameras between 8 and 10 feet above ground. This range balances visibility and security, high enough to prevent tampering, yet low enough to capture facial features and license plates. Avoid direct sunlight. Cameras pointed toward the sun suffer from lens flare and poor contrast. Instead, install them facing north, in the northern hemisphere, or choose shaded areas under roof overhangs to minimize glare. Shield from weather conditions. Even weatherproof models benefit from partial protection. Mounting under eaves or awnings extends device lifespan by reducing exposure to heavy rain, snow, and extreme temperatures. Keep vegetation in check. Overgrown bushes or tree branches can block the camera's view. Trim plants regularly and avoid placing units too close to greenery that may grow into the frame. Make cameras visible. A clearly visible camera serves as a psychological deterrent. Criminals are less likely to attempt a break-in if they know they're being watched. However, if stealth is preferred, e.g., in high-crime areas, ensure the device is still securely mounted and functional. Indoor placement strategies for clear coverage. Indoor environments present different challenges than outdoor spaces. Lighting, reflections, and interior design all influence camera performance. Use room corners for broad coverage. Corners naturally provide the widest field of view, allowing a single camera to monitor multiple walls, doors, and key areas like sofas or play zones. Opt for flexible mounting options. Shelf-mounted cameras offer versatility. You can reposition them easily as needs change, such as moving from the kitchen to the nursery during different times of day. Prevent glass reflections. Infrared lights used for night vision can bounce off windows and mirrors, creating bright spots that obscure the image. Test the camera at night and adjust its angle if the feed appears washed out. Manage indoor lighting. Bright lamps or sunny windows behind the camera can cause backlighting, making subjects appear dark. Position the device so it faces away from dominant light sources, or use curtains to control natural light. Ensure stable connectivity. Indoor cameras rely on Wi-Fi. Place them within range of your router and avoid thick walls or metal objects that interfere with signals. For larger homes, consider a mesh network to maintain consistent coverage. Special considerations for video doorbells. Video doorbells are a unique category of security device, combining doorbell functionality with surveillance. Their installation differs slightly from standard outdoor cameras. They should be mounted around 4 feet from the ground, the typical height for a doorbell button. This position ensures the camera captures the face of anyone pressing the bell. In tight entryways, use the included wedge accessory to angle the lens outward, expanding the viewing area. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions for wiring or battery setup. Wired models tend to offer continuous power and higher video quality, while battery-powered versions provide easier installation but require periodic charging. Place the unit where it can clearly see the approach path. If your porch has steps or a walkway, ensure the camera covers the full route someone takes to reach the door. Portable and flexible camera options. Sometimes, you need a camera that moves with your needs. Portable models are ideal for temporary monitoring, such as watching kids in the backyard, keeping an eye on a pet while traveling, or securing a seasonal vacation home. Battery-powered cameras like the Ring Stick-Up Cam Pro, $180, or the Google Nest Indoor-Outdoor Cam, $176, are excellent choices. They're lightweight, weather-resistant, and easy to relocate. Many come with magnetic bases, stand-ins, or adhesive mounts for quick setup on tables, fences, or shelves. These devices work both indoors and outdoors, making them versatile additions to your security plan. Just ensure they remain within Wi-Fi range and are protected from prolonged exposure to harsh weather if left outside. Final thoughts: balancing security and privacy. Home security cameras are powerful tools, but their effectiveness depends on thoughtful placement and responsible use. By focusing on high-traffic and high-risk areas, front and back doors, garage, yard, common rooms, and hallways, you create a comprehensive monitoring system that deters crime and provides valuable insights. At the same time, remember that surveillance comes with responsibility. Respect the privacy of those around you, avoid invasive placements, and take steps to secure your devices against cyber threats. With the right strategy, your camera network can offer protection, convenience, and confidence, all while maintaining ethical standards. Whether you're starting from scratch or upgrading an existing setup, these 6 locations form the foundation of a smart, efficient, and reliable home security plan. Combine strategic positioning with quality equipment and proactive maintenance, and you'll be well equipped to protect what matters most. For additional guidance, explore resources on securing your network against hacking, selecting budget-friendly systems, and repurposing old devices for new uses, like turning an unused tablet into a wildlife camera or energy monitor. Your home deserves intelligent protection. With careful planning and the right tools, you can achieve it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell.